Elements use a common standard definition via SQL or source functions, or through the internal Essbase Studio language. This allows for the reusability of these elements across one or more applications. The source for these elements do not restrict their use in an Essbase cube. To assemble these elements into an analytic application, you simply drag and drop from the palette of elements into the cube definition. Because measures are special to Essbase, we drop those into the measures pane, which is in your upper right screen. The other hierarchy, and then the other hierarchies into the hierarchies pane, which is in the lower left, or the lower right of the screen here. The next step is to associate Essbase specific properties, such as tagging the measures or time dimension, specifying aggregate storage or block storage, label only, attribute versus base dimension, and so on. And then the last step is just to deploy your application. Because the Essbase specific properties are assigned for the specific cube schemas that will support the application, this adds to the reusability features of Studio. For example, a single time dimension definition can support ASO and BSO applications, or an accounts dimension can be tagged as a measures in one cube, but used as a regular dimension in another cube. Guided wizard-based GUIs that include preview capabilities throughout the process assure at critical checkpoints that you can confirm before deploying and loading the application, and you can verify the accuracy. Drill-through capabilities have been a long-time flagship feature of Essbase Integration Services, or EIS, but it also had some limitations in terms of its reusability and support for various targets. The current EIS drill-through is largely restricted to relational tables and a URL. In order to introduce new drill options to the user, the cube outlines would have to be updated, which impaired the ability to add these during regular uptime operations. Because the drill reports were defined at a meta outline level, they were not reusable across other cubes that had the same structure. For example, a drill-through report that only required product and market could not be used as a single definition across all cubes that had product and market. The drill-through report would have to be defined for each meta outline that contained product and market. Lastly, the drill-through report could only be invoked at a data cell level. You could not define a drill-through report on the product hierarchy itself, such as one that drilled on SKU to a web-based URL link that showed the product in the online product catalog. In Essbase Studio 11, the drill-through capabilities are greatly enhanced over the legacy EIS drill-through. You can drill to any number of targets. Drill to relational, financial data management, Oracle Business Intelligence, URL, and custom Java methods are all supported. Additionally, this drill can be launched from a data cell or metadata cell. Each cell can have one or more drill paths for a user to take based on what types of information they are looking for. Additionally, like the reusable elements, drill-through reports also have a high degree of reusability and do not require any action on the cube to make available to the end user. Drill-through reports can easily be added or removed without any downtime to your application. The flexibility that Essbase Studio provides for drill-through and drill-across capabilities will provide greater insight into data contained in the Essbase application. This allows the cube to be used also as a launch point to related content that may be in various shapes or forms. Whether it is an HTML or URL link, a two-dimensional relational table query, or an Oracle Business Intelligence dashboard, context is passed from the launch point to various supporting content. With the ability to add additional drill paths without impacting services to users, so basically there's no downtime, more data can be converted into useful information for your end users. Also, an added feature in SmartView for Essbase drill-through is a pop-up comment that will give you information about the drill-through capability once you click on that cell, and it notifies you of that capability. Now that we've run through modeling sources, elements, cube schemas, and deployment of cubes, and drill-through reports, what does it take to maintain these going forward? Well, how would you know the impacts if there is a proposal to add a new level into an existing hierarchy, or a source table is going to be modified in the warehouse? Well, because Essbase Studio is tracking all the relationships in its catalog, it is actually able to give traceability or lineage analysis, which is a feature to the developer. It easily and intuitively allows you to understand what sources are used where, what hierarchies come from what sources, or are used in what cubes. You can change your reference at any link in the lifecycle chain of that application to determine how many cubes will be impacted. For example, if a new level is added to a hierarchy, or how many elements utilize a particular table, and so on. The benefits of the traceability feature allows you to understand the impacts of change to items associated with the construction of your new Essbase application. By understanding impacts of change proactively, you will help alleviate unintended consequences of your change. You also have greater control to find out what items are used in what applications, which will help you in understanding whether your application should use that same consistent definition or needs a more customized version. So in summary, Essbase Studio 11 is a welcome addition to the Oracle Essbase product suite. By providing a feature-rich tool focused on the developer, it helps provide modeling of sources in a consistent and unified interface. With a focus on reusability across the application, it helps reduce the time and development investments in deploying new applications. Wizard-based GUIs that walk you through the steps necessary to complete a task, as well as dynamic discovery of content, helps to quickly create new applications from source to completion. By extending drill-through and drill-across capabilities, users can launch from the Essbase application to any number of related drill paths for either more detailed data, such as point-of-sale transactions, Oracle Business Intelligence-based dashboards, web-based destinations, or financial data management for auditing of data. Essbase Studio also provides for traceability and lineage analysis to help understand the impacts of change. As you can see, Essbase Studio is a welcome addition to the Essbase product suite.